Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Warhawks offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jamison. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Jamison. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Grabs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Warhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Warhawks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive. They end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. He's got his man across the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Running inside. It's Jamison. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it from the gun. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes a connection. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jamison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Warhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a crease, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ULM! The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Welsh. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The option look. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Warhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jamison. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got a man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside. It's Jamison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're working that left side. A already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. To the 16, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Warhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Warhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offense.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Gonna look downfield again. Escapes the pressure to his right. The throw to the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Warhawks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field.
Caught, and he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside, it's Miller. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now on the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Baker. The screen, he can go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch, and he's free. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Warhawks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the
on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Warhawks have it with a first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, ULM. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Baker. Finds his tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation. And
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 7 team, the Utah Utes.
The Warhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, coach has asked his team in the locker room at the half to get back in control of this game. They are so excited to be playing in this rivalry matchup, a game they won the last time these two teams met. But right now, on the road, they have got to be sharp and focused, make sure execution is a priority here to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things feel here from the sideline when we come back. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Back to throw, it's Baker. And the missed connection on third down.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Wilkerson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Sends it back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to pull his way in. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Snags it, and there's running room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last when you flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll try the left side. Runs through a tackle. Maybe some room here. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Warhawks have moved it inside the 20. Reads it, fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Was open like a MF.
Downfield, it's Baker. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for trying to take it back. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick completion to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's going to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through a man. He might have space. He smashes his way through again. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UL Monroe. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Warhawks! And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Start with the 1st down. Ocean from the wideout. On the option. He'll do it himself. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out to the right. Got a man. It's Wilkerson.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
It's Welch. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
52, Louisiana Tech, 36.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Anderson. There's a little room there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense lining up for a first down play. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's got it on the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Snags it. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And down has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Welch. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes
nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jamison. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Warhawks with the 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Welch. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. One more play to pad the stats. Running inside, it's Jamison. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. but you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other, against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talk.